All right, guys. So now I'm here in front of the camera. Mark disappeared somewhere, right, Mark?
Right, studio audience? Yay.
Yay! So I'm on here for this last segment because for the character tier list, I was just back there commenting on things the whole time. Anyways, we probably will get a microphone for the person that's doing production because might as well at some point. We'll fit it in somewhere. But we're doing a song tier list for the show. So,
Bruh, I'm gonna have to remember all these songs.
yeah, first song. I think we have a list over there for Mark to pull from. It's in it's the other Google tab. Yeah, if you want to look at it.
The happiest day.
First song. Anthony was just singing it. Happiest day in hell. So let's do our own picks first. Mark, put it where you think the song is, if you even remember it. Where would you put it? Let's see it initially. All right, putting it bop. All right, Anthony, where would you put it?
It's a bop.
It's a bop?
Yep, it's a bop.
All right, I would put it in Toe Tapper. I think it sets the tone well, but I personally don't. You want to know the main thing I don't like about the song? I don't like the ad-libs of the other characters.
I don't either, actually.
I actually
really
think
don't.
it ruins the song for me.
Same.
And on top, like, that's how much it ruins it. And, like, on top of that, there's certain parts where it's like when she gets the stuff in her eye, I didn't think it, I know what it was trying to be, like, kind of like cute and other things, but, like, I didn't enjoy that.
I didn't either.
So, like, for me,
Dang.
it ruined it. For me, it made it Toe Tapper.
I forgot about those things. All right, Toe Tapper it is. Okay. I'm putting it down.
Yeah.
With Jay.
Hell is Forever.
How does this one go? Wait, hold on. Is it...
Hell is forever, whether you like it or not.
Wait.
This is actually when I heard this song and I saw like the scene on like TikTok and stuff before I watched the show a while back. This kind of convinced me to watch the show, so I would put it at the top for me.
I agree.
Yeah, at the very least, it would be a bop
Yeah.
for me. Yeah, and I would only say that because I think they do 3 choruses, if I'm not mistaken. I think 2 would have been better. That's my only gripe with it, but I think it's a banger.
Some people really like him doing the air guitar.
Yeah.
I'm just like whatever on it. I would have been down for just regular guitar, but the rest of the song is just super catchy. So, Hell is Forever. I think it's great. Stayed Gone. So we're at the portion where I know all the songs. Once I start to not really know the song names as well, then you'll probably get my opinion on them. A lot of people are high on this song, like really, really, really high. And I think it exudes character for both the characters. But like, for now, I would just be putting it in bop, in my opinion. Where would you put it, Mark?
I'm trying to hear the chorus.
Yeah, I don't think I really.
I can't remember. It's Alistair's song?
Let's begin. I'm gonna make you wish that you stayed gone.
It sounds like a bop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the backtrack for it. It's pretty good.
Starts with sorry.
It starts with sorry. At first, I did not like the song at all. I thought it was stupid, but like the harmony between Serpentious and Charlie is pretty nice.
I really like this song, actually.
Yeah,
I think it's bop worthy, not gonna lie.
If it ends up in bop, that's fine. I would put it in Toe Tapper myself. My main issue is like Serpentious part on his own. I feel like it makes sense. His character has that accent and that sound, but like when he's doing the harmony, it's kind of like the accent drops for a good portion. It's still there, but like he sounds great. The guy that sings for Serpentious, like the voice actor, I don't know their names, but I feel like if they just let him drop his accent more for his own solo parts, it would be better. But the song like is a nice little one. But yeah, I would put it in Toe Tapper. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I agree.
All right,
Toe Tapper makes sense.
so we're in Toe Tapper.
I think I'm thinking quality, but like, is it like memorable? Is it really good? Like, is it like the details?
Yeah, it's not anything crazy. It's a little thing. Respectless.
This one was funny.
I liked it because this is the only real. We get a little bit of Velvet character development when she's introduced.
That's the only we get of Velvet.
And then we get this, and it's like, okay, like like I understand the character a bit more now. It's a little bit of a catchy song, you know. I don't think it goes like I like it more than It Starts with Sorry. I would just put it in Toe Tapper though. Like not really to anything crazy with this song. It's a fun song.
I'm yawning way too much today. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Gotta get that oxygen.
Whatever it
No,
takes.
I like this song.
Oh, Anthony, where would you put it?
Whatever it takes
Respectless?
goes into like whatever lowest column. we
Respectless though,
Or
because
Do you agree with the
have. Whatever it takes is trash. I'm sorry, the lyrics are not impactful. The singing is odd, and you have one person. You have one person like whisper soft singing, and the other person is like belting and has rasp. And I really think that the voice layering not ideal. Should have been separate songs.
Okay.
Personally.
Really quick, Respectless. Mark, do you agree with Toe Tapper?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to Respectless. I agree with Anthony. I don't think this song, in comparison to the others, came out of nowhere.
And it was
also
forced.
in the
Yeah,
show.
it was very forced.
I had no idea when they started doing this song what it was going to be about, and then when it was, like Carmine and Baggy were singing, I was like, I don't get it. I don't get why they're having a like separate like soulmate song together, like the kitchen's not the same without you.
But that song, we needed it. We didn't know we needed
that
it.
one. That's what I'm saying. That one made sense. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole plot
I'm
led
agreeing
up
with
to
you.
that song
Yeah.
being fine. And SpongeBob isn't a musical.
Yep.
Like they just put songs in
This
randomly.
was literally the song where I was like, I'm tired of 2 songs in an episode. I was fed up.
I cannot stress enough. It felt forced. I didn't like those two singing together a bunch, which is crazy because they end up doing another song together, which is funny. But
Sitting there going,
like both of those, it just didn't feel deserved. There wasn't even enough setup for me to really be like, Vaggy's like, whatever it takes. And I'm like, oh, Carmine is singing about her daughters, I guess. I'm just like, all right, nah. What do you think, Mark? Any disagreements or anything?
Yeah, I think it's fine going and not here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, here you go. We're getting into some heavy hitters now.
Poison.
We have Poison.
Poison was great.
Poison's a good song.
Poison might be a banger. Might just be a banger.
Yeah, I would say Poison's a banger or a bop at the very minimum.
It's a banger vibe.
Depending on
Bop
what
vibe.
do you think, Mark?
I agree. Banger.
Yeah, it
Super- very well done.
it was drawn, which makes sense as a music video type thing.
Yeah.
With other things cut into it. It sounds like that kind of thing, like a pop song. The sound is good, the production on it is good.
The character's
the character in it is
personality
great.
mixes with it really
Yeah.
well. It's like club music. It's like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and his voice is right for it.
Yeah, everything like it. So even taking these songs, and not, I guess we're not just rating the songs just on their own, but it's also like in the context of the show,
Right.
and like
How compelling was it?
it was actually pretty compelling.
The next one I liked too.
Loser baby.
Yeah, Loser Baby's great.
So this I would say like
This one
I
felt-
want to be against the grain and say this isn't my favorite song, but it's my favorite song in the whole show.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Keith,
Because Dr.
listen, Dr. Facilier, it's my favorite Disney villain song. Keith David just he just wins.
So Jay says here, what do you think, Andy?
It's at the bare minimum. It's a bop. So yeah, I'm down for
Okay.
Banger 2. Banger 2 makes sense. Song's great. It didn't really feel forced. I would say there was like, I didn't know if the song was going to land for me because I had just recovered from getting over the last songs that I didn't like. But Poison was awesome, and I was like, okay.
Mhm.
I was like, these two characters, I never really saw them hanging out together. I was like, is this going to be weird? Same with Carmine and Vaggy. I'm like, what do they really have to say to each other? So I was like,
Husk and Angel Dust had more interaction before.
they did, but it was
Yeah,
always
it
just
was-
like,
it was
it was
not-
quick and they shut each other down and then they walked away.
Yeah,
So
and then
I was like, what do they really have to say to each other?
it was nice because it culminated in like Husk didn't change his personality to like reach out to Angel. He just did it in his own way, and the context behind it is like what you're saying with their interactions is like Husk was getting on Angel all the time because Angel kept hitting on him in like a very like very
Obnoxious.
obnoxious like rude way. all the time, and Husk like was fed up with it a lot of times, and the main problem that he kept saying is that he's like, Angel, you're just being fake. You're just being fake. And Angel, because his whole persona is built up to be like that, takes a lot of offense to that because he has to fake getting through the day all the time. So he's like, no, this is me. Husk is like, that's not true. You're just doing that. You're just saying these things. And in this song, he finally lets all that tension out with going like, you're a loser. And then Angel's like, thanks. This is just Husk being a dick. But then the song, as you listen to it, goes into more context to him being like, all these things are bad and it sucks. You are a loser right now, but that's okay. I'm a loser also. We can come together and we can be losers together and maybe things will be okay. And it's like, great.
And it was impactful.
Yeah,
it
was
wasn't just like a
impactful.
soft song, let's just get the feelings out. Like, it was like, it was that, and it was, I don't know, it was just moving.
Yeah, to get him to
very
celebrate
nice.
being himself, even in the bad situation, like, hey, enjoy, celebrate you being yourself and having friends.
And the harmonies were awesome.
Yeah, it was
Perfectly matched voices.
I got an appetite for gambling, got an appetite for sampling. It was a good song.
Hell's Greatest Dad.
Hell's Greatest Dad. Anthony, did you have an opinion on this song?
I didn't think there could be a song worse than Baggy's song. And the reason that this song... Oh, by the way, I think this song's worse than Vaggie and Carmine's song. The reason I think this song is worse is because it's Lucifer himself, the guy, right? Minus him being awkward with his daughter. He's supposed to be like the dude, right? Not impactful, not cutesy, not mindful, not demure. It wasn't even like it. I think they even tried to put the fiddle in.
It wasn't.
And they tried to make that like, oh, the devil playing the fiddle, an allegory, I think is the term, or I don't know, whatever.
It's a reference.
And it's just, it didn't sound like, first of all, it didn't sound like that type of music style. I forget what the genre is called. It's not bluegrass. It's not just country. It's a certain thing. Anyway, didn't feel like that. The lyrics weren't that moving, impactful, relevant. And yeah, it's Lucifer. And he just sounds like this like shy guy. They tried to fit this song in the episode. I don't know. Misplaced, mistimed, empty.
They're going to come after you. They're going to come after you.
This song is the worst in this show.
A lot of people put this in their like top 3.
That's insane. It's in my top 3.
They're going to come after you. They
worst songs I've never liked on Spotify.
They say that this song, a lot of people compare it to and it reminds them of A Friend Like Me. The way that the sound is, the way that the visuals are. Because he does like the whole like transforming himself and like doing other things. And then Alistair has that part. I would put the song in bop. Because I will agree with you in the story. Like, it is kind of out of place. Kind of. Because the song itself essentially sets up a conflict. Like, it goes a little bit further. Like, Lucifer and Alistair don't like each other. Like, an initial meeting, you get the vibe that they don't like each other. And then Lucifer...
By the way, it's just Lucifer's part I hated.
You don't like Alistair's?
Alistair's fine.
So
it's Lucifer. I keep thinking it's a Lucifer only song. That's my problem.
Yeah, so
it's not.
So it's fiddle part, and then Alistair plays the piano.
Alistair's parts are fine, actually. It's Lucifer's part that ruined it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't like it. And to be compared to A Friend Like Me, literally, Robin Williams carried that entire movie on his back.
I mean, people really, really like Lucifer. I honestly, like, on the tier list, putting him in good is fine. I would put him up higher.
Let me see this.
But, like, this song, like, honestly does catch a lot of the vibes of A Friend Like Me. Honestly, if you watch it as well. I have no problem necessarily putting it, like, in Toe Tapper, or if you want to put it...
Funny enough, I actually think this song reminds me the most of... Panic at the Disco's album, their first album.
Interesting.
Because it has that vibe 1,000,000,000%. They even use the old like radio voice effects in that album. I'm trying to remember what they call it. But like the whole aesthetic of this show and like the style is very similar to like My Chemical or Panic at the Disco.
Okay.
Styles'
I would
first
say
album.
this song does remind me of like, you know, the introductory of like the older, like kind of mentor comedic characters. So like the genie's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Al, or no, what's it? Not Al. Phil from Hercules.
Yeah.
His song, the sound of the backtrack, not him singing himself, sounds kind of similar to this.
Sure.
It's a bit slower, but like the sound is similar. So that's kind of, I think, what people are referencing in it.
But it's literally, I like Alistair's part. Like, it's really solid. I just think half the song is torn.
All right. They're gonna come after. I mean,
Come after me.
anyone, if you are watching this at some point in the future and you come after him, you can't win against Anthony.
Biggest letdown.
You will not win.
The other one doesn't make any sense. The Vag Carmine song doesn't.
That one to me is a big
That was a big
misnomer.
question mark.
The other one is like Lucifer and Alistair are just fighting over who has more influence over Charlie. And Lucifer's like, I don't like Alistair. And Alistair's like, well, that's too damn bad. You keep digging. So, yeah, Charlie just straight up goes, Alistair stays. Lucifer's like, but. So, next one.
More than anything.
I don't even remember this song that well.
So,
Is
full
that a-
disclosure, this song's in my top 5 for the whole show. The fourth one. I just really like the singing and the harmonies in it. So I've watched other people's kind of opinions and stuff on the songs, and they usually put this one in the middle or the lower. I'm putting it like up top. For me personally, I would put it in banger because, again, I also like to sing and do things. So I would put it up there, but I would be perfectly fine with it being bop. It could be in a lower tier than the other 3. I personally think Poison and Loser Baby. Honestly, here's how I would put it. I put Loser Baby in triple S, then SS would be like Poison, and then it would be like Hell is Forever, and then it would be just like More Than Anything. But
I'll get to that. I'll say my top few at the very end because I don't want to put songs.
So do you want it to be in banger? It could be in bop.
Actually this song. I
You
love
put
the
even lower.
harmonies. I love the harmonies. Yeah, I would say bop. Bop it. Yeah.
What do you think, Mark?
You're the
I
tiebreaker.
really like it.
You really like it?
Yeah.
You know, I was so surprised when I heard, like, I started hearing like a good amount of people go like, yeah, it's mid. I was like,
I would say like
maybe it's like I'm gonna get all bougie. Maybe it's because I sing and I do a lot of harmonies because I'm usually lower register, and I'm like, wow, I really enjoy that harmony Lucifer just did right now. And Charlie has such a good singing voice, a high soprano, and I'm like, I have a more refined taste, a higher brow. I don't know.
Jay's got wrinkly brain syndrome.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not smooth brain.
I need to smoothing that stuff out.
Welcome to Heaven.
Welcome
Trying
to
to
heaven.
remember this one. Let me see. Oh yeah, this one, dude. This one was like it perfectly fit the vibe that it was supposed to. Fit.
Yeah.
Was it like impactful? It did what it needed to do. I would say it's a toe tapper.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't mind it being a toe tapper. I would just put it in listenable. When I first watched the show, I would have put it in nah tier, but like when I first kind of heard it, because I kind of heard it through like social media before I really watched the show. So I was like, yeah, but in the context of the show, it does its job.
Yeah, it's
like I
supposed to be
agree.
stupid.
Like it's like an overly produced like heaven introductory song. Like even adds like the whole like, oh. I think that
Didn't you
was
say
just
an
really
artist
funny.
was overproduced, Jay? You don't have to get into
I
that.
have so many takes that people are going to hate me for. I feel like the exact same people that are really big on Hagrid are the same people that I would piss off by saying Taylor Swift music is Taylor Swift's music was not is not inspiring. It's,
Jason
And
Taylor
just-
Swift
just to-
fans. Swifties
they
are
seem like the
Hagrid
same
lovers.
people. Swifties are Hagrid lovers, and they're Hagrid lovers in not just those sense, and not just the sense of like, listen,
And then-
Hagrid's a good character. I like Hagrid. He's a great guy. But the kind of people that'd be like, well, he's the best character in the show. Yeah, All right, I'll see you at this Taylor Swift concert later tonight.
Just to balance out this conversation, I have 101 liked Taylor Swift songs, and both All Too Wells are on there, and I know too many of them, to be honest. I think by proxy, from what I've been told from my sister, I'm probably a Swiftie, probably. And I didn't ask for these powers.
Are you a Chargers fan?
No.
You're not Swiftie enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Swiftie enough.
Actually. Isn't he on KC? I thought he was on.
Yeah.
Wait, did he? No, not Chargers. What am I saying? Chiefs. What am I doing?
I actually am a Chief.
What am I doing?
No, I wouldn't. I
watch basketball.
No.
Of Taylor Swift.
I'm such an anti. Like, I'm just like if you have a team in any sport, I'm the best person to bring in the sense of I love sportsmanship and I love athleticism and like I like playing basketball and like golf and like sports, right? I don't have teams. If you have a team and you bring me somewhere and you want me to go, yay, team scored goal, boo other team, do bad. If my team gets dunked on, I'm a clap. I'm a cheer. If my team dunks on them, I'm a clap. I'm a cheer. Call me a fake fan. I don't really care. I like sportsmanship. I like good games, and good games are built of all types of people and both sides.
Maybe we could have a conversation about like, I don't know, team mob mentality or something. I don't know.
But I like KC team players, but like specifically team player wise, like Taylor Swift, man, like he was like shaking the coach. You don't really do that, you know.
I could respect Taylor Swift's showmanship. I'll say that. The bare minimum.
Yeah, she's a
and also
phenomenal artist.
You know, she's rich and super famous and everything, so I'm sure she'll be fine with my opinion.
I would love to have her on the show. Jay might not love to have her on the show.
Be like, Taylor Swift. So how do you feel that the comparisons of you to like people like Michael Jackson and like Prince and stuff like that, do you feel it's founded in the fact that they're way better performers and artists than you?
Jay, okay, what's funny What's funny is Jay is just saying like things I've been thinking my whole life. I go to these concerts and I'm just like, they're not doing anything. Like, I love electronic music, but man, do I get so disappointed when I'm going to a show and it's literally just flashing lights and a guy jumping behind a stage. And you see just his chest.
At least with Deadmau5, you know, we were watching his Rocket League highlights.
He literally has personal gameplay, right? Like, he knows he's memeing. And he also had a $1 million cube that spins and has custom lights.
Yeah.
So is it really any different? I mean, there's a helmet and then there's lights and spinny things and stuff you don't see other places.
Yeah.
But
speaking of helmets,
showmanship wise, we need to talk to the electronic music community and all the other artists. I think they could do a little more. You know.
Yeah. Speaking of a little more, the next song.
You didn't know.
I didn't actually know the song's name. It wasn't even a bad song, but you didn't know is a perfect way to say that. This song is all over TikTok. All over TikTok, all over the social medias, people recreating it. Have you seen those?
I don't.
Have you seen those? Have you seen any of those, Mark? No, because you guys just gotta start watching it. Dude, they're great. Like, there'll be like people doing like bad reenactments of it, and they'll have like paper mache or like certain things like just drawings and like moving them around to reenact the whole thing. Because this is like pure, out of every song in this show, this is just pure musical theater song. Because it's like there's several plot points and there's like 8 different characters all doing different parts. They're like, oh, well, they didn't get into heaven. What are you even talking about? He doesn't deserve it. Hell is forever. We did a reprise or reference to a previous song, and then they do another reprise of that. If hell is forever, then heaven must be like
it or not.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
that's the DJ,
this is pure
just
musical theater kid song. And it being a person that used to do musical theater, it belongs in Bang. I don't necessarily think it belongs in Banger. Me personally, I think it's a toe tapper or a bop. A bop is fine. I'm fine with that.
Just for the vibe it gives, it's a bop.
It's
is nicely layered. It's fun.
It's a lot of exposition. There's a lot
one
of things.
thing I dislike with like theater music. I'm sorry, theater music, and it's just the over pronunciation of words, and I can hear every single thing that you are saying. That kind of ruins the song for me. But other than that, Other than that,
Most of the time in regular musical theater, we do that, or people do that. I'm not really doing it anymore because since it's a bigger venue, you have to over enunciate in order to like get it across. In fact, there's certain methods of musical theater singing that I had to like work on when doing like, you know, just regular singing, because you kind of are told and you get taught for certain things to say it a certain way or sing it a certain way. So that way it comes across as the word. Especially, it's super important when the song is like this one, where there's a ton of exposition.
yeah,
That's important and relevant to the story. I always thought it was rough when a song, like in a live performance, is like if you aren't actually hearing the words that they're singing in the song, you just don't know what's happening.
yeah, you
So-
don't. No, I know why they pronounce and enunciate, but this one particularly, I know there's a lot of people have like talking and a lot of things going on. I just think if it was dialed back like 5%, it would have like rounded it nicely. You don't need to see lyrics on a screen to keep up with it, but like that's the only. I have this problem with a lot of like plays and stuff. It's just a little too much, you know.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't need you to be like
pure musical theater vibes.
like whatever. You could do that.
Dude,
if you want.
these TikToks are funny. They're like, but she was right, Sarah. I gesture to everyone to let them see that this thing happened. She was right, Sarah. And I'm like, this is what I'm here for. These random ass TikToks appearing on my feed. You watch one Hazbin Hotel thing on TikTok.
I went on TikTok one time and I scrolled for 3 hours and I didn't feel like I was done. I looked at the time and I uninstalled the app. Like I cannot scroll that app. I have it reinstalled because media and whatever. But like if I watch one, it's over. And I already do that with Instagram. I'm like not connected to TikTok. So these are my TikTok feeds, right? I don't even know if Mark watches. Do you watch like scroll TikTok? No, it's just Jay.
Just me.
Thank you, Jay, for
Yeah, no problem,
thank you for your
man.
service.
So I'm the only one that looks like at our freaking TikTok or whatever, I guess, official. By the way, go ahead and look at that. There's shorts on there and other things. Like,
Did you know whatever I
couple of
guess
them.
has a name?
Yeah. Wig ovations. So the next song, what is that?
Out for Love.
No, what was the name I changed it to on TikTok?
What it was like? What?
It was like Wayne Everett Eguess.
Yeah.
Or Wyatt Everett Eguess.
So Out for Love. Do you remember this one, Anthony? This is the other Carmine Vaggy song. It's primarily Carmine though. Like I think 97% specifically.
I'm thinking of the song. I think after this one. Let me see.
I like that.
This one's better.
I agree.
This one, I think this is the type of pronunciation I was talking about. I wish that they did with the last one. This one's nice. This one's not as harsh. It's not. It's more melodic. Out for love, like they're not like
No,
out for love.
You know
They're
what
like,
I think it is like I don't think I like Carmine's voice actor's singing voice.
I love her voice.
I
don't like it with. Oh no.
I don't like any of the
You
songs.
say Vaggy or Carmine?
Carmine.
I love Carmine's. I don't like Vaggy's that much.
So I don't like
Sorry.
her voice for these songs. I just haven't. I mean, this one's
Oh,
better,
yeah.
but like
I see. What you're
I don't. There's just something about it. I'm just like I don't.
She gives me Lizzo voice.
Also, their
Qualities.
songs feel.
It's raspy. It has like that.
I definitely I can see what you're saying. I definitely like it more than Lizzo's, but like
Oh yeah.
my thing with their songs too is like their songs I feel like just like they smack me in the face out of nowhere. Like the Whatever It Takes and then Out for Love. Like when Vaggy came and was talking to her, like I wasn't expecting a song out of it for some reason. I guess I could have, but like a lot of the songs at the end of the show I was not expecting when they showed up. The other ones I felt like the tonal implications, I guess. So this one I felt like, did you really need a song for this? But then again, maybe I'm just biased because I don't really care for the song. I would put it in comparison to like Toe Tapper.
Yeah.
Toe Tapper or
yeah.
Listenable. If we want to give it the benefit of the doubt, put it in Toe Tapper. But It's definitely better than Whatever It Takes.
Toe Tapper at the end of Toe Tapper, like the.
Yeah, go. That's fine. What do you think, Mark?
I kind of liked it.
You liked it a lot. What were you thinking?
I'm like at the bottom of Bop.
Okay, I mean, so somewhere in Toe Tapper, just
So-
somewhere in Toe Tapper.
Yeah, below the theme song,
Where?
middle.
Before.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
Why not?
this one.
Ready for this.
People, a good amount of people like this song. A good amount. A lot of people. A good amount of people had this put above More Than Anything.
I think it's so.
I think it's so mid. I'm like, this is again, like, I unironically out of all the songs, I actually don't think I remember this at all. Can someone do like?
This one just seems like this is the song that we're using to like once again describe exactly what's happening right now. And it's like not impactful. It's just driving the thing that you already know is happening one more time.
This one's.
But
Yeah.
I liked the production of this one a lot actually. I liked the layering, I liked the ad lib and stuff. Like it was nice.
Song's not bad.
Crazy? No.
Yeah,
But
it's
good. I think it's solid. Yeah, Toe Tapper. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's. I would say better than listenable, but if you both vote lower, I get.
I'm fine with Toe Tapper. My thing with it is like, at least with the You Didn't Know, that one, like there were interesting things going on. Like it was the whole court thing was that there were multiple parts, there were reprises. There was a lot of interesting stuff going on. That was very musical theater-esque. This one's super musical theater-esque.
Yeah.
Of like an ensemble number or something, like, or like a closing of act 1 or like something or something. Like it gave me that kind of feeling. So I get the vibe, but maybe it's because I'm like numb to it. I'm just like, it's a dime a dozen. Like I've heard this sound like 30 million times.
It is very.
So Toe Tapper's fine. Like it's a fun song. Like I didn't hate it. I wasn't sitting there like I can't wait for the song to be over like it was with Whatever It Takes. But no.
So that's
the other More Than Anything. It's all right.
Yeah. So
It's cute.
Toe Tapper is where we put that song. Don't even remember the name.
Yeah, it's fine, listenable, like impactful.
Yeah. The reprise, Whatever It Takes.
More than anything.
You want to know my main problem with this song? Is it's like a little baby reprise. I wish it was longer.
Yeah, that's why I think it's kind of listenable. Personally, it's just like.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
listenable.
a minute song, maybe 50 seconds. I'm like,
What do you think? Do you have any opinion on
I
this?
don't remember.
Literally, like they're getting ready for the final battle.
They just sing it for a minute.
Yeah, they sing it for like less than a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of. Like,
It is pretty. I like it. In fact, I wish Vaggie sang with Charlie
Yeah.
actually
more.
Should've been happening
Actually-
I don't know why she was involved with Carmine so much. Like I don't know what the parallel was they were going
must have
for.
been.
Like they were
must
going for
know
something.
There's something there.
Like I don't.
Something there.
They're secret
They're like, well,
lovers.
they both are doing it for people they love. I'm like, bro, that's not. Why not just have her sing with the person she loves?
the angel and the angel slayer.
Angel and Angel Slayer.
Yeah, they're
Sure.
like opposites working
Oh,
together.
remember the part where they're like, okay, kill angels with this, and then Nifty had it, and then looked at angel dust, and then it was like angel.
That's an angel.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
No.
Okay, the finale.
Finale.
I actually talking about earlier. This is one of my favorite songs of all.
This is at least a bop. The
Yeah.
harmonies and
It's-
stuff for the ensemble parts are so good.
And
They
then
sound
like
so
the
good.
collisions of like this person's part, like
Yeah.
I loved all the layers.
Very
of this.
musical theater.
Yes.
I
Very
will
well
say
done.
I get some.
Crescendo esque.
Yeah, crescendo is a perfect way to describe that because I mean there's crescendos in there. I think that I understand people's complaints with this song, and because I kind of agree a little bit.
He denies them.
Alistair's part and kind of the V's parts feel disjointed from this song. Even though I really liked Alistair's part, people are like, I didn't like Alistair's part. I'm like, you're smoking crack. I think his was good. You know what? We haven't gotten Alistair's solo song. That's the closest we've ever gotten to Alistair's solo song. Just him having that solo part,
Yeah.
like with its own vibe. Like that was it. Like, I mean, he had the, I guess, in freaking Stayed Gone, but like just the Alistair solo song would go hard. Guess who will be pulling all the strings? Like, I get what they're saying. They wanted the tonal shift to like Alistair's part, I guess, and then he also comes back immediately. That's my only gripe with the song, but like I love that last verse when Charlie's doing the like solo like ad libs, like we can do this, it'll be better.
I actually really want Alex, especially because he's already got the effects on his voice. Like, I'm all about that.
Have you heard?
His own song would be so crazy.
Have you heard Insane? The original voice actor from the pilot, they had him do a song like a while back. Of course, before Hazbin came out, I'm pretty sure. And it's called Insane. It's a lot of fun. I like the song. Yeah, I would say I put this at least in bop. At least in bop. So what do you think, Mark?
Yeah, at least in bop.
I would say it's a banger.
You say it's a banger?
It's a banger.
I mean, if
yeah.
we're saying at least in bop, I would be fine with putting in banger.
Worth.
I'm fine with putting
For
in
what
banger.
it's worth, yeah. It just has everything I want.
That top 5
it's
makes
not
me happy.
overproduced. It's impactful. You get flavors of everybody in the show, or good enough. It crescendos really nicely. It's also, the voices also like line up really nicely. They're all equally nicely represented.
So
unlike the Carmen Beg song.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah.
So the thing is too, with like a lot of the duet songs, I would say is this: there's either some nice tight harmonies where the voices complement each other a lot, like the guy that plays Lucifer and the girl that plays Charlie, like they both can like sing,
Yeah.
and they sound great in my opinion singing together on that song. Also, the other one, like Loser Baby, great personality, all that's the production's great song. I feel like there's a lot of things that they do in them that makes it stand out more. The Whatever It Takes feels like it was just kind of shoved in. And the song itself feels like it because they didn't do anything interesting. With Stayed Gone, Vox does that initial part. Let's begin. I'm going to make you wish that you stayed gone. And then with a slight step down in time and tempo, at the end of the song, Alistair does a reprise of Vox's opening to the song with his own version. Let's begin. I'm going to make you wish that I stayed gone. Tune on it. That's just like fun parallelism in the song.
Yep.
And like, again, doing a reprise of Hell is Forever in the other one, like that's what boosts those up for me. Because along with like personality for some of the other ones. But I'm just like, when they do interesting things or like it just fits so well in the story and for the character, they get bumped up. And I guess that's basically all I have to say. A lot of the ones that are mid, I guess, didn't do anything particularly interesting to make me want to bump them up to like bop or something. But like some of them are just like they did cool things and sounded great. So then there are bangers, right?
I really like where the tier list is at. I'm kind of giving it once over. Yeah. I guess my 5 favorite songs from the show are in the top 5. Which
All right.
makes sense. We're all in alignment there. That's nice.
Good songs, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Honestly, the thing that really, really does surprise me, I can't stress enough, is people don't put... It's a split thing when Hell is Forever. But more than anything, apparently, again, maybe I'm wrong out there, a good amount of people do not put that, or do not rate it highly, which surprises me. But
Hell is Forever?
no, more than anything, Hell is Forever is divided. People either think it's mid or they think it's good, like really good. More than anything seems to be a common, like, people think it's mid.
Maybe because it's not as fun and poppy.
Yeah, probably because Hell's Greatest Dad for like our tier list, like I wouldn't mind it being in bop, but like I would probably put it there. They put that really high up, so it's really interesting. Like,
How dare you compare that
what are
to Genie?
opinion is like on like those songs in particular compared to other people. So
Yeah,
I'm happy though. I think the tier list is good.
I think Alistair carries that song very, very well. But Lucifer, I just think Lucifer.
You just don't like his part?
He just really, it wasn't anything. It was like, yeah, just forgettable. All right, I don't want to trash talk anymore.
All right, well, guys, this was our Hazbin Hotel episode. We watched all of this, or Mark and Anthony watched all of it in the week. I have already watched it a while ago. Good show.
It was fun.
Yeah, can't wait until season 2, whenever that's supposed to come out next year. I think like fall next year or something. Yeah, I know, right?
Dang.
Either that or like maybe spring, hopefully. I don't freaking know. But yeah, look forward to more of that. And
follow our socials. Keep supporting the page and everything. Comment. Just keep us posted. See what you think. Tell us what you think about everything as well. And we will see you for the next one.
Yep. Signing off for whatever, I guess. And all you Swifties and Haggard lovers out there, take care.
I'll see you at the concert.
Yeah, see you at the concert.
Must keep moving on.